Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Here today we're going to be talking about the next unit coming to Global, and that only falls under 2 units, and I'm going to give you my bet, and I'm going to talk about which one could happen because of some things that that you need to hear about.
But I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about.
Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer.
So yes, for everyone that has been commenting Dabi and wanting to hear about him today, I'm bringing this video just for you guys, and I'm going to be talking about it because it's a very important thing that could lead us to some good news and possibly not any bad news, no. So here today, if you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so, and if you haven't already left a like, it really does help out a ton. I'm going to set it up really high, 700 likes, let's see if we can crack that goal. No further delay, I gotta give you the background. Currently, we are over here in Villain Month, right? It has officially started. So with that being said, we need one more banner after Stain to complete Villain Month. Again, if you don't already know, Stain kind of launched last week at the start of the month almost. So yes, if we do the math and we do this properly, we will have another banner on this month around the 27th of the month. Yeah, that's when it drops? Or yeah, 28th, around there. Heading over to the Recruit tab right now, if we go over to Limited, Stain is in fact here. His banner will leave in 2 weeks, so again, it will elapse around the 25th. We'll have the announcement that there will be Stain that night on the Sunday. That will occur. We will find out if it's Stain, if it's not Stain, if it's Dabi, if it's Shigaraki. And again, remember one thing, Dabi is a character that is currently in the files, obviously speaking. His gameplay is out. He is a confirmed character. He will be happening. Shigaraki is on the CN version, on the Taiwan version. He already exists over there. So right now, the only 2 characters we have remaining, other than Mina, given she is a battle pass, she does not count, right? A battle pass will occur at any point. It doesn't have to overlap with a banner. There's no correlation with the 2, right? So a Stain could drop, Mina could drop next week. There's no correlation. It doesn't push back the next character. Nothing happens like that, so keep that in mind. The only characters remaining, Shigaraki and Dabi. At this point in time, keep this in your mind right now. If we think about this, the current banner that is running over on the CN version, the Taiwan version, is Endeavor. Remember, Shoto was running over here, then we got Endeavor. Over there, it's currently Endeavor, which means it could lead into the one and only Dabi. So yes, Dabi could be the next character over on the other version. Now, you might be sitting there right now being like, Gogo, why the flip are you talking about CN? We only care about Global. That's where we are playing. Why are you talking about that? Now, again, you got to keep this in mind, okay? Why so far has the regular version or the global version only released characters that the other version has released? It is in fact because yes, they want to use that version still to stress test characters and units. They want to see how it handles over there, as you've seen, right? Aizawa caught a little bit of a nerf. Endeavor caught a massive nerf. All Might did catch a pretty much of a little bit tweak. I guess it was a nerf. It was a nerf. And then with Stain, it was just a tweak, right? These characters did get changed at some point, and they, when they came over here, they're very different from how they are over there. So with that being said, the same applies to Dabi. He has to first release over there for them to stress test him to see how it goes. Yes, you can make the counter argument. At some point, they have to deviate from that, right? They now have to go and release characters from their own thing. They'll have to test it themselves. They'll have to see how it goes. And if it goes good, boom, they're going to release it, right? It's going to be like that. But yes, back to my main point as well. Right now with the other version of the game, it's at a bad state, right? Currently, there was no character for a while. It was like 3 months with no actual new content. They then released Mina recently, which was beautiful, right? That goes to show the devs are working, they're doing stuff, they're trying to make the game back out, they're trying to release characters and all that stuff. So again, right now, as I said before, Endeavor, he is currently running over there. It wouldn't make sense for them to go right from Endeavor into Dabi. With that being said again, yes, they're going to stress test him, they're going to see how it releases over there and how it goes. And if you kind of line it up with here on Global, it wouldn't make sense that Dabi, almost Dabi actually, so again, it might be one more character, but Shigaraki next, then maybe Dabi, or then Dabi, then Shigaraki. It could be that way, who knows? But yes, it could be Dabi, Shigaraki, and then they go straight into another character. Remember, they might stress test Dabi, they see how popular Dabi is, they go and test Dabi over here on Global, they make their tweaks that are needed, they then release Dabi to Global, boom, you win. We do presume that the banner might drop next week or the week after, so this week or the week after, so again, we will see how that goes. But if it does release on the CN version, expect it to release soon. They're probably going to finish the order of what they have over there, and then they're going to go into the new content, start releasing new characters, and characters that are global exclusive rather, or global first. Dabi could in fact be the next character. First of all, I'm going to play all of the ads we've had. They've been just showing off Dabi and Shigaraki constantly. Actually, they've been showing more off of Dabi than Shigaraki. He had an entire Todoroki image. He had an image with fire all around him. If I can find that ad, I'll show it to you there. And he had this ad. Right now, I won't go off of ads because, again, it could lead to anything, right? They could show off Mountain Lady and she could never actually appear in the game. That could possibly happen. Advertisements are always done in a way to just bring you into the game, and they're probably lying to you about the characters that could come out. But again, we know that Dabi is confirmed. We know that he will happen at some point. When will he happen? He could be the next banner, or it could be Shigaraki. But again, remember one more thing. Currently, they've only released characters that have been on the other version. Also, there's gameplay that's been rotating this entire time. Dabi is broken, okay? Just from how he looks, the entire skills, his sound effects, everything, he looks like a very, very solid character. So when he does drop, he might be able to be a top SS character, a very, very strong character. So keep that in mind if you were saving for anything. Right now, off of just animations, he looks like he's gonna be a very fun character to play as, and a very hard character to deal with. So again, just keep that in mind as well. But back to what I was saying, right? With the Shigaraki, he could drop next. Then, right after that, it could be Dabi. There's no other character remaining, so these are the only two characters. Unless Global goes and deviates from what CN has been dropping, there's nothing else. Mina's the only other character, which again, she's Battle Pass. Jiro's in the files, but doesn't point to anything. Present Mike doesn't have any other than an asset. He doesn't have much. So right now, we're only stuck with 2 characters remaining in the files. And also, last video, I kind of mentioned about the All Might rerun. We could see reruns in the middle of everything. So if you are saving for characters, there might be a rerun in the middle just to kind of go and bait out some of your tickets, some of your coins that you've been saving up. So remember all of that as well. Right now in the CN version, we are still awaiting a character, which might be Dabi, probably will be Dabi. He was the one that's been like just sitting there. He's been sitting there for months, right? 3-4 months, I think someone said that he's just been an idle character waiting for a release. They went and dropped a character after months, and it was Mina in the Battle Pass, so they still haven't released a actual premium character over on the other version. And also remember, going back to that entire teaser or that entire image that we had when they talked about what is up and coming for the game, they did say including your favorite teacher, which I think fell under the one and only character of Aizawa. Then it fell under more pro heroes, and the one after that was Villain Month. Currently, we fell into Villain Month. That's where we are. That's where we are, I guess, waiting for the rest of. But more pro heroes does exist, and yes, favorite teacher I think is Aizawa. Somebody comment it down below. It could be Present Mike. Who is it? I think it is Aizawa. I could be wrong about that, but who honestly knows? More pro heroes. Who are those pro heroes? It did look like, from what people were talking about, that Snipe might be one of them because he's in the game or something. There was like some file they found, but I don't know about that either. Pro heroes kind of include like Gang Orca. That's one of them. What is it? Mount Lady. Midnight is a teacher, so she is a pro hero though. So again, there's a long list of characters that could go under pro heroes, but right now there's not a file that points to any of them at this moment, right? You can say backdraft, but not really. I wouldn't say that. You can also say one more, I think 11 or 13. I don't know why I said 11. 13. She exists, but I don't really know. I can't say much more about that one. Right now, the only remaining characters are in fact those two, Dabi, Shigaraki. That means that yes, they'll probably complete these 2 banners, and then we're going to move on. Probably no more villains for a good amount of time. It'll then just, I guess, cycle through pro heroes. There's so many other characters that are remaining into the game. Mirko, I'm waiting for that one. I think I butchered the pronunciation, but it's the rabbit, the bunny. You know who I'm talking about. I know you do. There's also Hawks. There's Lemillion. There's Chizaki, also Overhaul, could drop at some point. There is Night Eye. He was in the game file as a character thing that was shown. Remember him? There's a ton of other characters that they can go for, but again, with that being said, that's all I got for you here today. Hopefully, I was able just to help you guys out, talk about how what's happening with the other version, and give you that little bit of a confirmation that it looks like we're going to be approaching the entire event of Dabi over on the other version. Given they haven't had a character, we're running a premium character. He's the only character left. Yes, they went into Mina. We didn't really suspect Mina to be the character. But again, there's so many routes the game could go. That's been it for me. Thank you again for watching. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.